Did I say my name? I'm Father Joe Krupp, and I am a delicate flower in the garden of the Lord. Hi, I'm Father Joe Krupp, pastor at Holy Family in Grand Blanc and St. Mark and Goodrich, and we're here to answer your last 3 questions. Okay, so let's start. Do we go with there's a skinny, a middle, and a fat. So we're going to go fat. Hoo-wah! All right. Dear stupid. I'm just kidding. That doesn't say that. You recently posted an article about the challenges for Roman Catholic priests today. Is there anything in the curriculum at seminary to train priests to deal with violence, substance abuse, or any of the other first responder stuff mentioned in the article? Well, I don't know. When I was in seminary, it was right after the Civil War. And there were a lot of carpetbaggers and a lot of civil unrest. And no, I'm just kidding. When I was in seminary, it was 21 years ago. And I think the smartest thing they did was they sent us to a parish for a year. And they don't do that anymore, and it just kills me. But in that year, you learned a lot about death and violence and the things that are so much a part of a priest's life, depending on geography, of course. So I don't know what they do now, frankly. And if there's a seminarian watching this from Sacred Heart Seminary, the greatest seminary in the history of Roman Catholicism, please chip in. But that ministerial year they killed. And I don't know if they still do this, but they also had a program we did where we worked at a hospital for, I think, 6 months. I was at Detroit Receiving and the Detroit Veterans Hospital. And there was a supervisor who sat with us, and every other day we sat with them and kind of walked through how to deal with what we encountered. So that's how they trained us, and it was super helpful. And at some point, I know they abandoned the ministerial year. I don't know if they abandoned the hospital chaplaincy. I hope not. Those were so important, to me at least. So I think, did I answer the question? Yes, okay. So now we'll go middle. All right. If I go to Mass at 10 a.m. on Sunday and take communion, can I also take communion at 2 p.m. at my granddaughter's first communion? Yes. I know this is, if I understand right, a rule change, but basically you avoid taking communion again if you are doing it for the wrong reasons, right? So there are people who say, well, I get more grace that way. Well, it's not a gas tank, right? Jesus gives us everything we need in the Eucharist. And if we go again because we suspect it didn't work outside of like overt crazy heresy at Mass, or because I don't know, but this is a practical purpose, right? You go to 10 a.m. And then go to again for a granddaughter's first communion, absolutely. Same with a morning Mass and a funeral later in the day. Those are great reasons and times to go to communion again. My brain. Oh, all right. Dayquil is wonderful, but woo! All right. Oh, it's upside down. Where does the church stand on the predictions of Nostradamus? I don't know. I don't think the church puts any value in it. He wrote in a way that a lot of the translations you read are not what he wrote. It's how people fixed it so it would now apply to dates. That's the beauty / horror / wonder of translating from another language. You can bend it in the translation so that it fits. But I don't think the church puts any value on it. This is going to sound cheesy, stick with me. The only thing you and I need to know about the future is that God's already there. It is not ours to trespass into the future. As Jesus put it in Matthew, today has enough troubles of its own, right? So one of the things I try to remind myself of, because I'm a guy who keeps trying to live tomorrow, right, is be where your shoes are, right? Lord, help me be where my shoes are. And the shoes I'm wearing, not the ones in the closet, because I can't do a lot of work in my closet. It's very small. It's a closet. But Lord, help me be where my shoes are. So I don't think the church puts any value on the predictions of Nostradamus. And I think when it comes to predicting the future, that's not our business. The only thing we need to know is that God's already there. So now I'm going to conclude this segment by folding this up and shooting it as far as I can. I will not shoot it at you. Nick is holding the camera and she's got like a hand up defensively. Oh, okay, that did not go well at all. I knew it wouldn't. So thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this. Like these videos, share them, send us tons of money. I'm just kidding. Don't like and share them. And send in any questions you may have to any of our social media things. I keep saying the Church of the Holy Family Facebook page, but we also have Twitter and Instagram, and we're creating a new social media structure, and I'm totally making that up. So send those questions in. We'll get right after them. Have a blessed day.